Alright, so I'm going to just quickly go through how I'm keeping track of all my data, all my assessments, how I'm progress monitoring. So this is a weekly lesson plan. This week was just a very colorful lesson plan, but it goes throughout the whole day. I plan out the whole day for the whole week, and if it's got any important links in it, it's got any other tidbits I need. If I need to really go on about a certain lesson, I'll attach a sticky note to it, or certain materials, I'll stick that right to the page. But it goes through all of the day on here. And on the back, I have been progress monitoring for their attending and how involved they are staying in the lesson. So I kind of developed a 1 through 4 scale, on 1 being they're not doing any kind of attending, like 20% of the lesson that they're attending, 0 to 3 minutes-ish, and 4 being that they stayed for, how many? 67% or more, so 9 to 15 minutes. Out of the total 15-minute lesson, they stayed for 9 to 15. So then every day, I will give them a number, and then a yes or no. Yes meaning that they were able to answer a question out of the many questions I asked, either verbally or with sign language. So if I ask them what sound does the M make, are they able to go or So I'll think of something in my head before the lesson to track down. It's not really important to me what specific question I'm asking. More of it is, are they paying attention long enough to answer it, and have they retained any kind of information? So this just kind of lets me know how well they're doing in that area. And then I've also, after every week, I average out all of the numbers, and then I put it in a line graph, which is attached. So I've already attached that graph, and I have it separated in between K3, K4. So when it comes time for me to assess this data, I can see how well they're progressing just by looking at my graph. So this is my assessment binder, and each child has a tab in the binder. This is my assessment little check-off sheet, so I know who has done what. If they were absent, I can check it off, or it lets me know who still needs to do certain things. Each child has a tab, and each tab, we don't have IEPs at a glance, but each one has a student profile, which were just newly updated for this semester, to show the progress that they've been making. So it's got their IEP priorities, and then all of their, how they're doing in each one of the competencies. So math, reading, writing, communication, and then there's an audiogram attached to all of their files. And most of these are aided and unaided audiograms. I put towards the front the assessments that we do regularly. This one we do 4 times a year. It just checks in on all of their skills, shapes, colors, fine motor, gross motor skills, alphabet knowledge, and sound knowledge. There's number knowledge in the back. And then these are the assessments that I've already completed. So the progress monitoring for foundations, the PALS tests, any other assessments that K4 is doing, I'll normally include those as well. And these half sheets every child has, and the other half of the sheet goes home with the parents, letting them know how they did and what they still need to work on. And then I also send home, I've recently been sending home videos on how to sign and do certain things so they can practice at home. All of my lesson plans are kept in this guide, so I can go back and look, and all of my lessons correlate with my assessments. So when we're learning about 3D shapes, I'll tie in a 3D shape assessment towards the end. I think that's it.